What is going on, guys? It's your boy Gage and Horne, guys. Another episode of my high school series, and I think you guys really enjoy this episode because it is about freshman year, and we're gonna be talking about a very, very super embarrassing moment that happened in my life. So I hope you guys enjoy, cause I know I won't enjoy this. You guys say hi to Hope here. This is Hope. Our cute doggies. This is my aunt's room. That's why it's all girly and of course clothes everywhere. And she doesn't have a closet, so she uses this big old thing right here for a closet. Pretty funny. My hair's not all slicked back like Macklemore, but I like it. You know, so like looks like a mushroom top. You know, just like mushroom out on the sides. Crazy, right? All right, so let's get into this. So freshman year in my high school, I went to get on my classes, and you have 5 classes, but my second hour said see counselor. So my very first day of school, second hour, I went to see the counselor, and she's like, what do you want to take? And at that time, I didn't know what high school, I didn't really care about my classes or whatever. I was like, sign me up for whatever. And she's like, no, just tell me something you want to take. I'm like, so, all right, what is there? And she starts going off, there's a couple of things, and they said weights. I'm like, oh, well, what are you doing weights? And she's like, oh, you just work out all day. And there's like a test beginning of the try, then you showing how much you can lift, and at the end of the try, they'll take a test again and see how much you've gained or actually deducted, I guess I could say, but I don't really think you can deduct anything. Yeah, I guess you could if you got super lazy through the try, but I was like, oh, that's it, just weights, and I was sure. I was like, yeah, why not, so she puts things, print me off my new schedule, and I walk down to the weights room, and I look around, I'm like, big old buff guys, buff seniors everywhere, and just tough people everywhere, and I was like, geez, and, I just kind of walked around the whole time, and I finally met this kid, and this kid, he was a freshman too, and he was my age. He's kind of weird, but, we just start talking, like, when I say weird, he brings up, like, all these, like, theories and, like, just weird and talks weird, and, like, he's a really weird kid. But we just start talking and everything, and became a good friend. So, weights, the next day, on my second day of school, I tried to do, for the very first time, I tried to do some weights. So I went over there, and my weird friend over here is popping pretty good. I don't remember the exact pounds we were lifting, but he was lifting a lot more than I could. And I was like, oh, and I went and tried to lift what he was doing. I was like, can't do it. So he took off 2 of the things, and I finally lifted, and I'm like, and it's like, what, like 40 pounds? No, not really. That would be terrible. No, but it was not a lot of pounds. It wasn't, I forgot, I wasn't benching a lot, but I was benching as much as I could, and I was sitting there doing it, and then all the seniors come by, and they're laughing at me, and they're like, oh my gosh, look at this kid, why are you even in this class, and da-da-da, and I just, like, ignored them and stuff, and they're just, like, laughing, joking out with each other, and they just, like, kind of walked off, too, and they're, like, pretty much, like, right next to us, but not, I guess I could say. It's hard to explain. But, so, that was pretty terrible. So I was like, oh, this is gonna suck. I'm gonna get made fun of for, like, having my little scrawny arms, like, all the time. Like, guys, if you guys, like, I'm scrawny. I'm so thin. It's crazy. I need to eat more. I try to. It just goes right through me so fast. That's pretty gross. Ugh. No, but it really does, like, I eat so much, and, like, I really don't gain a pound, I swear to God, it's crazy, but that's a fast metabolism for you, right, guys? So anyways, a couple weeks went by, and I've had a couple, these seniors kept bothering me a little bit, but I never did anything, of course. I'm not going to stand up to, like, 8 or 9 big old buff-ass football seniors, hell to the no, so, a couple weeks come by now. Now this is the embarrassing thing that happened. So I go into class, and the very first time my friend wasn't there. The very first time, because I only have one friend in that class, and the very, very first time he wasn't there. Like, he never missed another day of school, let alone that class. And finally he's not there this day, and I'm sitting over here just, like, not doing anything, kind of on my old little phone, my little flip phone I used to have back then, texting people and stuff. And then the senior comes over here. What are you doing? Come on, let's go lift weights. And it's like the senior that's kind of acts cool with me, but then again, I think he just does it to make his friends make his friends laugh, but I didn't really know at that moment. So I was like, he's like, come over here, come bench with me. I'm like, sure. So he starts benching all these big, like big ass, like round things, and this guy's buff. And he's like, all right, your turn. I'm like, I can't lift that. Are you kidding me? That's like 400 pounds. And he's like, oh, come on, get over here, lift this. You can do it. And I don't know why, but I looked around and the class did look empty to me. But I like, this is a moment, like, I'm not trying to say this so it makes, or else, because you guys thinking, oh, why, you should have known something's up, Gage. But I just kind of look around and noticed that the class looked really empty. You know, it just looked really empty, you know, like, it's just like a bunch of people were like missing or something. But I just didn't even think nothing about it. I just kind of looked around, oh, our class is empty, oh well, whatever. Didn't even think anything of it. So I go and lay down on the benching thing, and then as I'm laying down right here, right, and he puts the bar right here, and he drops the bar on me, and it goes right here to my shoulders, and then he starts pushing down on the bar. I'm like, oh, what are you doing? And then I look over, all the people, like everybody like in the class came over with these belts, these big old belts, like huge, like it would cover like this whole part to make sure your back goes straight when you do squats and stuff like that. And they come over with all these big belts, and then they start, and then a couple of seniors held me down, and the other seniors and other kids, juniors, like all these people just start tying me down to the bench, tying my feet down so I couldn't even move them. Like there's like a ball right here, and they tied my feet down, and then tied my legs across the stomach by like 5 belts, and they tied my arms to the when you push up, when you come back and push up and come back, like I was somehow like right here, and they tied my arms like this, and I'm tied. And by the way, there's no teacher or coach in this class because his office is down there. He could see what's going on, but he's usually always looking down, just doing something else. And he like did not look up once, I swear. Obviously, because he didn't help me or anything. And now they all like step back, and I'm tied to the bench, and I'm like freaking out, and like I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, and I'm like getting pissed off, and I'm like so like not even mad, like just like sad and embarrassed, and I'm crying. Like tears are coming out of my eyes, but I'm like trying to be mad, like like freaking out. And they like all back up, and they're like, welcome to Pokey, and they all just start laughing and clapping and shit. And I was like, oh, and I'm still just over here like not even doing anything. I'm just looking away from them. I'm like fucking stupid. I'm trying to like undo myself, and I finally got one off my arm, and I started doing my right. Like, all right, let's untie him. They start untying me and shit. And then there's this one right here, super tight, and I'm sitting here trying to help it, and it took like 3 of them, and they finally get that thing off, and right when it fucking comes off, I rip it off, and I stand up, and I walk right out of the class. We still had about another 45 minutes left to class, but I just stood up and just left. I was so mad, like I was so embarrassed, and I was just so pissed off, like everything added together, like tears coming out of my eyes, and I'm just a little freshman kid. Like I'm small now. I'm 5'3", I believe, 5'4", and back then I was even like smaller than that, so it's like I'm already small enough, you know. I remember that day, it was horrible. And I come back the next day, and or actually it was the weekend, and come back on a Monday, you know, and they're like, oh yeah, and they start laughing, you know. It's like, look who it is, and like, oh, we're sorry, you know. Like they weren't really sorry, just saying that, you know, make me feel better. And I just ignored them. And like nothing else bigger the rest of that try happened. Like nothing, they didn't do anything big like that again. Of course, they like still laughed at me for weights and stuff like that. And I never really touched the benches. I didn't work out at all. Like I listened to my music, walked around. I do a couple pull-ups or something like that every once in a while. I do a lot of running because you could be excused out of the class to go run around the school. And I loved running, I guess, because I like to listen to my music and just jog around the school. And that's just what I did a lot of the time. And the sooner you know it, after I got out of that class and went to the next try, I never really talked to any of those seniors or seen them, and they never said anything to me again or after that. So yeah, that was my freshman thing, and that's the only thing that I ever been through. Like, you know how everyone says if you go to freshman, the seniors will do this, the seniors will do that, and this and that. I've never had any friends or myself do anything hurt by the seniors besides something like this. So I'm sure it does happen to a couple other freshmen, especially the ones that can't stand up for themselves, you know. And I was just, oh my god, guys, I was so embarrassed. I was like, I really can't. I got tied to a bench freshman year. Really, guys. And being a senior, I don't do anything like that. When I see freshmen, I'm friends with a lot of freshmen, you know. I'm friends with everybody, and I'm just, you know, there's freshmen even bigger than me, by the way, at my school, you know, and I wouldn't do anything like that. If I ever seen like someone picking on a freshman, I'd definitely stand up for him, like, hey, dude, come on, knock it off, you know, leave him alone, stuff like that. And they'd probably start a fight with me, you know, just whatever. You guys seen the movies where someone stands up for someone else and then they try to find that person standing up for the other person. It's horrible. Gosh, people these days, right, guys? But, you know, just me, a good person, like we are. Me, Hope here. Huh, Hope. Look at this beautiful little girl. So cute. But, got a lot of hair off that one. Yeah. Anyway, so, thank you guys for watching my embarrassing moment. Horrible, right, guys? Just horrible. Welcome to Pokey. Not cool. Not cool. I was so sad. I was so... it just looks like it happens, you know. And by the way, Pokey was my school name, so... Yeah, anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It means a lot. Hopefully, I don't get tied to any more benches. So, and I hope all of you freshmen out there don't do anything. If you guys have any freshman stories you'd like to share with me of what happened to you guys freshman year, don't make any lies. Let's hear some honest stuff that happened to you and you only in the comments below. I want to read what happened to you guys. So, yeah, got picked on a lot, and I still get picked on to this day. My whole life I've been picked on, and I remember being in 7th and 8th grade, middle school, you know, and I was getting thrown in the dumpster, and I have stories like that, but it was always by, like, people that are friends, you know, that are your friends, but pick on you and do crap to you and shit like that all the time, and just, like, you think they're your friends, but they're really not. Thank God I got out of that group, and look where I am today, talking to myself, sitting next to a dog, dropping the camera, and stuff like that. Oh God, guys, I am just embarrassing myself. I better get going. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, I love you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Drop a like for more high school stories. Peace out, guys.